Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I'm fine. Kisumu is also fantastic. Maybe you could let me know where you are watching the video from. The county or the country in case you are outside the republic. Over the weekend, Raila Odinga announced that they were going to begin series of political rallies beginning tomorrow, the 30th day of November. And those rallies were going to culminate into a major demonstrations against the move by William Ruto to target or to remove the 4 rebel IEBC commissioners, the Cherera 4. And that announcement by Raila Odinga actually caused serious panic in Kenya Kwanza. And you could tell from the tone of William Ruto's speech yesterday.
And I want to say, for the avoidance of doubt, I have lived through many threats, blackmail, and intimidation. So nobody is going to threaten me or blackmail me to do the things they want. I will do the things the people of Kenya want. Many of my good brothers have already positioned themselves and their families in positions. Let them give me an opportunity to try and secure jobs for the rest of Kenyans who are not members of their families. Tafadhali, please, tusaidiane.
But today, Raila Odinga met with Azimio parliamentary group meeting at Kalonzo Musyoka Center. And they announced that they were going to postpone the demonstrations or the rallies until a later date. Now, let me just read for you a part of the statement, which was the last point. This is the statement of Azimio, a meeting of parliamentary group of the Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya Coalition Party met on this day, 29th November 2022, at SKM Command Center to deliberate on the state of our nation and the conditions of our people. So they made 4 resolutions. Let me just go to the 4th one, which is relevant for this particular analysis. Number 4, to this end, we have decided to reschedule the start of our public engagements from tomorrow, the 30th November 2022, to the 7th of December 2022 due to the ongoing national examinations. We have listened to the appeals of parents and our school-going children and decided to obey their wishes. Now, that is not the main reason why they've postponed the rallies, because exams are not ending on the 7th. As far as I'm concerned, from 4 exams will be ending on the 23rd day of December. So if they were to postpone it based purely on the exams, then I would have seen a different date, probably January. But because they are pushing it to 7th, I strongly believe that there must be some real reasons behind the postponement. So in this video, I want to explain to you guys the bitter truth behind Raila Odinga's move to cancel those anti-William Ruto's rallies, which are supposed to begin tomorrow. Before we do that, for those who are watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. I really value it. And at least I'm seeing people who had decided to disappear after Raila Odinga's victory was stolen. Some of them are coming back. Finally, I spoke to one of, I think one of the few oldest people on this platform, Sally, who is based in the United States of America. And I was glad because seeing them back is something which is important for me on this particular channel. Now, why do you think Raila Odinga decided to postpone the rallies? Because from where I am, these rallies are not going to happen on the 7th. Why do you think he decided to postpone them? Number one, Raila Odinga made these announcements while in Kisumu without proper planning, without proper consultation. So when he met with members of parliament, the members of parliament told him, no, we are not ready for this at this particular time. Because let's face it, we are approaching December. Schools have closed. Most parents are actually planning to take their kids to the villages. Some are doing exams. The timing, lack of proper planning. If they had planned it well, probably a different strategy would have worked. So for me, if you ask me, Raila Odinga announced the plans without consulting fellow Azimio leaders. So that's number one. Number two, I also tend to think that Raila Odinga actually played into the hands of William Samoei Ruto. The truth of the matter is that the fact that Raila Odinga announced the rallies, these guys were in panic. But the other truth is that as much as they were in panic, Raila Odinga was helping them indirectly. Kenyans are currently facing two major challenges. The first challenge Kenyans are facing is the cost of living, which has gone up there. So it would have been easy for Raila Odinga and the group to organize rallies targeting cost of living, not defending Cherera 4. And because cost of living is affecting the entire country, probably even those who voted for this government would have joined. So by announcing that he was going to organize demos in favor, in support of Cherera 4, he missed a point. If I were Raila Odinga, I would have used organized groups like Bunge la Wananchi to organize massive demos against the cost of living. Then silently, there is this issue of GMO. The Rift Valley members of parliament were talking about it. William Ruto threatened them. Then they are now silent. Majority of farmers in Rift Valley are crying.
Hiyo mahindi yote unaona, hakuna mtu ananunua mahindi. Alafu tunasikia ati serikali wameota mahindi kutoka ng'ambo, kutoka nje. Na serikali pia wakatuuzia mbolea 6,000. Tukakuja tukakomboa shamba, tukalima, ndio hii Mungu ametusaidia tukapata mahindi. Hakuna lori, haionekani lori ya kununua mahindi. Na ndio hii nataka kunyesha. Hata sijui nitafanya aje. Hii mahindi ikikaa tu hivi siku 3 ikiwa nje, haki nitachoma. Uongo mbaya.
So for me, Raila Odinga would have organized demos on this GMO. So by leaving out cost of living and also leaving out GMO, he helped Ruto. Because Ruto could now then easily mobilize his people against those demonstrations. He can use it to paint Raila Odinga in bad light. Just like he did today, listening to William Ruto. If Raila Odinga was organizing a rally over the cost of living and GMO, tell me if William Ruto would have made this statement.
I want to take also this opportunity to respectfully ask our friends in the opposition to work with us, hold us to account, criticize our plan, criticize our agenda, but don't drive people to the streets. Don't drive people to conflict and violence. It doesn't serve anybody's interest. I think we need to be clear. Let us have a competition of ideas. Let us have a competition of strategy. let us not have a competition of conflict. Let us not have a competition of street fights. It doesn't benefit anybody. I want to say with utmost respect that we need time as a country to rebuild our economy. We are now beginning to see signs of the international community coming around and working with us to rebuild our economy so that we can pull our country out of debt. We are beginning to see signs of working with the private sector to deliver on our private-public partnerships so that we can develop develop our program around housing, so that we can develop our program around water harvesting. We are steadfast on ensuring that our police, that had been reduced to being enemies of its own people instead of protecting people. We are finding people in rivers who have been killed by the very police that were supposed to be looking after them. We need time to rebuild our security agencies so that they can serve their mandate as is required of them by the Constitution. Our friends need to realize that we need to rebuild our country, we need to rebuild our economy. They cannot be telling us at this point in time that they want us to go to the streets. They want us to go to conflict. Jameni, mimi nawauliza, hata ndugu zetu walio pinzani tunawaheshimu, wako na majukumu ya kikatiba ya kuhakikisha kwamba serikali inafanya ile kazi ambayo tumepatiwa kikatiba. Wao wafanye kazi yao, lakini wawache fujo na wawache maandamano na waache mambo ya conflict kupiganisha Wakenya. Tunahitaji muda wa kujenga nchi na kujenga uchumi na kurekebisha mahali ambapo pameharibika, na hiyo jukumu inatuhitaji sisi zote kufanya kazi kwa kuelewana kwa pamoja. Kufanya fujo na kutuambia ya kwamba wanataka ati wapange maandamano na fujo, hiyo ni kutubeba ufala ya kilograms nyingi sana. Hiyo haiwezekani. Honestly, I think we really have to be honest with ourselves.
Number 3 is timing. You know, sometimes I don't know who advises Raila Odinga. Timing is very important in politics. In the last 2 weeks, Raila Odinga made 2 major appointments. One was a nomination of Huenda Odinga to the East African Legislative Assembly. Of course, that was made by members of parliament. The second appointment was that of Dr. Jalango Midiwo, the brother to the late Jacoyo, to that commission. So the truth of the matter is that there are people who are going to use that against Raila Odinga. And that's why you saw William Ruto trying to drag the name of Huenda Odinga. Well, in real sense, during those nominations, William Ruto was pushing for certain individuals, and those individuals were defeated while Winnie managed to go through. So timing was not right. And that's why I will still maintain that as much as Raila Odinga is talking sense on most of the issues, majority of his supporters believes that his timing is wrong. And in fact, on this channel, I did a video why I strongly believe that the idea of Raila Odinga organizing rallies against Cherera for was ill-advised. So that's number 3. Number 4, most members of parliament, as we speak, are out of the country. They are in South Sudan for the East African Parliamentary Games. So today, Raila Odinga convened Azimio la Umoja parliamentary group meeting. But the number of members of parliament who attended that were just a handful. Why? Because members of parliament, most of them are out of the country. And even the idea of inviting them came late. So for me, Raila Odinga needs to rethink his strategies. I don't hate anybody, but seeing Makau Mutoa around Raila Odinga is something which is giving me serious political headache. The guy has stayed out of the country for a long time and is thinking like those developed worlds. He doesn't understand that Kenyan politics is Kenyan politics. So the way it works the other side is not the way it works this side. So I could be wrong, but probably Raila Odinga needs to figure out the kind of advice he is receiving. Because, you know, it will be embarrassing again for Raila Odinga to go on the 7th day or 6th day of December to announce to the country, because that's only a few days from now, to announce to the country that those demos are being postponed again. That would be handing William Ruto a win, because William Ruto actually today dared him. So for me, Raila Odinga is committing some mistakes. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, then you need to correct me. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.